All right, here we go. Hello, happy Tuesday. Okay, I haven't done one of these lives in a while, so I actually sent out a email last week. I have been in a state of shift, big time, where I have been really just shaking off all of the things that I should be doing. Okay, all of the shoulding all over myself. I've been letting go of, and all of the ways that I've always been told things must be done or need to be done. I have been in this massive state of letting go of that and letting inspiration guide me, letting my heart guide me, letting things be in alignment, which sounds great, right? But I got to tell you, as a dutiful little rule follower, you know, who was very much trained to like do her homework on time and do things a certain way, or there was big consequences, this is a challenge for me, but also part of what my lesson for this year is trust. So my word for the year was pleasure, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna invite more pleasure in my life. But what that actually meant was I was going to have to learn to trust in order to receive all that pleasure in my life. So it's been a learning curve and a learning process, and I'm just rolling with it, and I'm trusting that when I'm doing things this way, that it's honoring me and that it's also honoring you, that you're getting the messages you're meant to get in the time you're meant to hear them, right? And that I'm still supporting you while I'm also supporting me. Hey, hey, Wise. So good to see you. Hi, James. Nice to see you too. And for my friends over on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, go ahead and leave me a note because I can't see who you are until you comment. So, but hello, nice to see you. So that's what's been going on. I've been just sort of allowing intuition to guide me when to come and talk to you. And today was one such day. So there's a lot of energy happening right now. Okay. And I know that the people that I'm working with on a more regular basis have been feeling this energy. So if you've been feeling some stuff going on, it is not you. Okay. It's not you. There is a lot of shift, and it's a lot of pushing you to your next level. Essentially, we're all being pushed to our next level. Okay. And so this is where I love to support people. Like, don't back down. Like, here's how we're going to use this energy to propel ourselves to that next level. We've got this, right? We've got this. Don't freak out. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay. You got it. So with that being said, next week we welcome Beltane. Beltane is that mid-season celebration. It comes right in the middle of spring and summer. Spring is about, new beginnings, right? Birthing new things. It's like planting those seeds. And summer is fire, right? Summer is when we really kind of light things up. We heat it up. We bring it into action. Pow, And so what happens at Beltane is this becomes this time of like fertility and creativity. So it's like you planted those seeds and now you're just really nurturing them up, and we're really bringing them to life. And then we're going to really light it up. One of the things that was occurring to me is that oftentimes we have this sort of, okay, here's what I want, but we're not 100% clear. like, I think this is the direction, but things aren't seeming to go that way, or I'm not quite sure if this is exactly what I want, or maybe I'm consciously saying this, but my subconscious is fighting me on it, right? And so sometimes things can get mucky, right? And what we want to do is get some clarity back in, right? Because until we have that clarity, like, the whole idea of whatever you're sending out, you get back threefold. So if you're sending muck out, you're going to get back threefold muck, right? So I used to do this all the time. I can't even tell you. Oh, I'll let the universe tell me which way to go. I'll let the universe decide. Yeah, I'll get the signs. No, doesn't work that way, damn it. Wouldn't it be great? No, it doesn't work that way. You keep sending out the questions, and the universe just keeps sending you more questions until you claim it, until you decide what it is that you want for yourself. And then all of a sudden, it comes in so clear. And so here's some of the background on how a lot of this was coming to me. Was I have a friend who's got a birthday coming up, and I offered her a reading for her birthday. And I love doing readings, right? And it's one of those things, like, I just kind of throw it out there from time to time, but I don't do a lot of regular, like, I do it within my program to help guide people. But as far as like, oh, hey, let's do a reading, I don't tend to do that with people outside of my program. But I did this reading with my friend, and it was just so powerful. It was it was really amazing. So again, that mucky, right? There was a situation, and it was just I was really being guided not even to pull the next card until she claimed. Just say it. It doesn't matter how. You don't need to know the how. The how is never our business, right? It's what do you want? What is in your heart? Claim it, admit it, just say it. That's all you have to do. It's all you have to do. And she said it. And the next card was freaking it. Like, it was just amazing. And then, so then over the next week or so, I'm like getting text messages from her, and how things were falling into place. And like, this situation came up, and then this came, and then we had this conversation, and it was just like, it just all started lining up. Wow. Okay. And how cool is that? And so I just kind of felt like, with all of this energy that's happening, we've got an eclipse season happening, we've got Mercury in retrograde, we've got all the usual moon stuff, we've got like all of the things happening. There's some really intense energies. And sometimes when things actually, at least personally for me, all the time, when things feel intense, it's hard for me to get clear, right? Because I'm so caught up in the intensity. It's a little tougher to take a step back. So I just felt, I don't know, guided. I felt inspired. I felt inspired, I think is the word. It sort of came to me like, you know what? Let me throw out some reading appointments. So I've got some time. I'm going to dedicate some time. If you're interested in doing a reading with me, message me, comment, let me know. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do a reading. Let's get some clarity. Let's just kind of get that idea of where you're going, so things can just start to line up and fall into place. And, the way I do it is very much, it's not about like, oh, I'm going to predict the future, because the future is ever changing. We all have free will, right? It doesn't work that way, at least the way I do it. Okay. But what I do is I look at the energy, I connect with you, I connect with your team, and get this idea of, here's the space we're in, here's how we can work in this energy, here's how we can lift ourselves up to the highest version of ourselves, right? And we just really just tap into the energy around us, the energy that we're emitting, and and get some clarity and get some guidance and assistance and see how we can serve ourselves best so that we can serve the world, right? Because we got to start with ourselves. Very important. You know that, right? It's been said to death, but sometimes it bears repeating. But that's the way I do it. It tends to be really powerful because we tend to have a big conversation. We tend to like it. We tend to get into it. At least that's been my experience thus far. Every time I do this with people, we end up getting into it, and it just almost gets to be that breakthrough, right? It just sort of becomes that catalyst for your transformation. So that's why I wanted to put it out there. I was just feeling really inspired to do that, to open up some time to offer you some of me, okay? So that I don't know, just so that just so that just so that you can be the beautiful being you are in a more powerful way, and just be that light that you're meant to be. And yeah, that's it. That's it. So that's what I've got for you. Reach out if you want to do this. I see you. I love you. I believe in you. Bye, love.